the celebration begin.
Oh, my goodness! He got it for the win! Unbelievable!
Best basketball that we have ever seen.
Welcome to Lake Charles, Louisiana, where we are going to send a team to the NCAA tournament. You are watching Champ Week, presented by Principal. And this is the Southland Conference Men's Basketball Championship. And welcome to the Legacy Center. That's the home to the top-seeded favorites, these McNeese Cowboys. The reigning champs get the 2 seed. The Lamar Cardinals this afternoon, the winner to the NCAA tournament. And Lamar, in the semis yesterday, they used a late steal and an Adam Hamilton basket to complete their arduous, rugged, come-from-behind win against Nichols in one of our 2 semifinals. Meanwhile, the Bayou Bandits went 19-1 in the regular season. They were in control from start to finish in their double-digit victory against Northwestern State. And so we get 1 against 2 in the title game. He is the coach, Mark Wise, Kevin Fitzgerald with you. This should be fun. These McNeese Cowboys, they run through the league. Again, they've been one of the better mid-major teams in America for consecutive seasons now. And their engine this year has been Javon Garcia.
And Garcia was simply fantastic last night in the semifinal win. He went for 24 points, but what I loved was how efficient he was in the game, only taking 10 shots. He's a versatile scorer and impacts winning on both ends of the floor. And Garcia has been the Cowboys' most consistent player all season long. Meanwhile, Lamar has an elite three-point threat in junior Alexis Marmoleos. He's made 3 or more threes 15 times this season, and in the 2 games versus McNeese, he has been sensational, making 10 of 6 from deep. Garcia and Marmoleos, 2 guys fun to watch and hard to guard.
And they are each respective team's leading scorers. How well will they perform in the title game? Will Wade, he is the now 2-time Southland Conference Coach of the Year. Everybody remembers him from his 5-year tenure at LSU after being dismissed there a couple of seasons ago. Got this job, and he has morphed this program into the preeminent force in the Southland. Can he guide this program to what would be a program first? Consecutive Southland Conference Tournament championships. And Mark, that would mean back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances. Meanwhile, Alvin Brooks' team, they're trying to get there for the first time in 13 years. That's the last time they won this thing.
1 versus 2, it does not get much better than this for a trip to the big dance.
This week is one of the best in college sports, as good as it gets. And the winner today will keep playing and will have a chance to compete in the NCAA tournament. Now, McNeese State, they've got such a strong resume. If they were to get the job done today, our bracketologist, Joe Lunardi, he says they could possibly be a 12 seed. Again, Lamar, meanwhile, they're trying to get back to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 13 years. This will be the 3rd meeting now between the 2 rivals. Remember, you got 2 schools separated by just 1 hour, maybe 60 miles by car. Lamar in Beaumont, Texas, McNeese right here in Lake Charles. 11-point victory for the Cowboys on January 18th, and then a very tight defensive battle just 10 days ago where there was a couple of minor scuffles in that game, and that one favored McNeese as well. Alvin Brooks, though, Coach, he has elevated this program back into the top half of the Southland. Now, back-to-back top half finishes. They get the 2 seed this year after going 14-6 in league play. Can they get it done? Will 3rd time be the charm for Lamar in the conference championship game? Away we go. McNeese is in the white, Lamar in the black. Lucas Santos, Bharat Ramnanan, and Stephen Orkis. That is our officiating crew for the title game. And here is Javon Garcia, the player of the year. Can't hit that off-balance fall away. And so Lamar is coming back the other way. This is Alvin Brooks' starting 5. Now, Marmoleos leads the way about 14, 15 points per game. But number 20 in the white He is, as Alvin Brooks likes to describe, he's my middle linebacker. That's my veteran, Adam Hamilton, who is the leader of this group, undoubtedly. Ja'Shawn Jackson with the pass into the corner this time. Holyfield didn't have any space, and then Jackson's three is offline. Last touch by Lamar. Ball back to the Cowboys. It is a veteran starting five, as you would expect for McNeese. Several returning players from that team that won a school record 30 games a year ago also trampled the Southland Conference. Garcia, of course, leads the way. He goes for 13 a game. But Richards, Shoemate, Charles, Copeland, any of them can go off. They are a versatile veteran group.
I think we're going to see a real tug of war with tempo. I know that Alvin Brooks talked about we can't get caught up in a 94-foot game running with McNeese. They want the game in the 60s. McNeese wants this to be an up-and-down affair. They want the game in the 80s. Something has to give.
Well, they scored 83 yesterday in their semifinal win against Northwestern State. Lamar has missed both its shots here. Transition, triple. Richards left it short. He thought there was a little contact. Meanwhile, Andrew Holyfield on the other side for the Cardinals. Errol White steps into a long two. Richards down with the board.
And these are the two best field goal percentage defensive teams in the league. I think points might be hard to come by in this game.
I think we got a foul before the shot, so no basket there. That is a foul on Lamar. It's the first on Hamilton. Well, you are right on. McNeese, the numbers, of course, indicate they are the most efficient offensive and defensive team in the league. But right there, defensively behind them, is Lamar. So what do you make of the pace and which team it would benefit?
Well, I think the faster the pace, I think that benefits McNeese. Alvin Brooks talked about his team not meeting this moment a year ago when they played in this building, but in the semifinals. I'm curious to see how his team starts tonight.
It's Quadir Copeland, by the way, with the first basket of the afternoon. So McNeese on the board first. Will Wade and McNeese the last 2 years, they're 5-0 against this Lamar program. But the Cardinals have gotten it closer and closer with each meeting. Turnover. Richards all over it. White fighting. And so now Copeland will work it across the timeline. Copeland attacks like he normally does.
The defense never got in front of Copeland. He takes advantage.
These are the regional rivals. Remember, Beaumont about an hour away from Lake Charles. That's a reach-in foul on McNeese.
Take another look at Copeland going coast to coast. Beats White on top. Nobody rotates over. And he finishes off the rim, off the glass.
Just given the too small there early on. Remember, their latest meeting 10 days ago, there were a couple of minor scuffles midway through the second half of that game 10 days ago, and then
are you saying
final buzzer sounded? There's Hamilton with the throwdown.
Are you saying things might get a little chippy?
We shall see. They were a little testy a week and a half ago. Two programs, again, have a long-standing history in this conference, regional rivals. They are the 1 and 2 seeds this season, and they meet for the title. Great atmosphere, too, inside this Legacy Center, which has been a great host the last couple of years of this tournament. It's a difficult one for Richards. It's the one-legged off-balance fall away.
What a high degree of difficulty that time by Richards. More known as a three-point shooter.
He has been red hot. You see, double-figure score 8 of his last 9, but specifically, as you mentioned, from distance, he can stroke it. 16 on the shot clock for Lamar.
A little X and O, if you will, because McNeese will switch 1 through 5. They switch all ball exchanges. They switch ball screens. How can Lamar attack?
Ja'Shawn Jackson, number 11 in the black. He's their offensive initiator. With 1 to shoot, Holyfield, did he get it off? Doesn't matter. Hamilton, offensive board, blocked, stays with it. Hamilton, fouled. And this Lamar team, they do hammer the glass. Hamilton, with the emotions here, he's headed to the line. That foul's on Shoemate.
Alvin Brooks talked to us about with his team, they need Hamilton, Holyfield, and Marmoleos. They need 2 of those 3 to play well. Hamilton off to a good start working the offensive glass.
He's already got a handful of rebounds. He is the redshirt senior from Buckeye, Arizona. 3rd year with the program, and as you see, he's always threatening to post a double-double. He's one of the better rebounders in the league, undoubtedly.
Yeah, this Lamar team brings the best 1-2 punch in rim protection in the Southland with Holyfield and Hamilton.
So Hamilton gets 1 out of 2. He's got all 3 for Lamar. You know, McNeese entered this tournament, of course, as the heavy favorites to get back to the NCAA tournament. They won the league, heck, by 5 games. Shoemate with the throwdown, and they've got the early 8-3 advantage over the 2-seed Lamar Cardinals.
What an artistic pass and assist that time from Copeland.
Marmoleos drives baseline. That one was not handled by Pennebaker. Here come the Cowboys. Garcia for 3. Left that one short.
That's a great closeout challenge by White.
Pennebaker to the rim. Had that one poked out from behind. Ball back to McNeese. And the top-seeded Cowboys have the 8-3 advantage. The sweet find, as you mentioned, partner, to Christian Shoemate. Early advantage for the Cowboys in the title game. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team.
Meet Ron. Ron eats, sleeps, and breathes hoops.
Us? Not us.
And there's not a no-look pass, double-double, or a buzzer beater he won't wax poetic on, ad nauseum. But oh, how he can nail a software solution like the best high-screen pick-and-roll you've ever seen. You need Ron. Ron needs a retirement plan. Work with Principal so we can help you help Ron with a retirement and benefits plan that's right for him. Let our expertise round out yours.
During an asthma attack, every second feels like an eternity. Primatene Mist works fast. It's clinically shown to open airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler, Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again.
Can I ask you some advice? I hate sweating. Do you think I should buy this sauna? No? Really? Can I ask you one more question? There's this show that I hate that I never want to watch again for the rest of my entire life. Do you think I should pay to watch it? No? Verizon lets me choose which streaming services I pay for, while T-Mobile makes me buy things I can't stand. Which one do you think I should choose?
I choose Verizon. Save for yourself. Duh.
Gravity Defier for life. IMS for life.
There have been some fun battles in this tournament the last couple of years. Remember, it was Steve Lutz, the now Oklahoma State coach, who guided Texas A&M Corpus Christi to consecutive Southland tournament championships in 22 and 23. One of those years they won a first 4 game, which was really neat for the program. And then last season, after McNeese was a kind of middling program for several years, Will Wade and his staff come in, they take over, they stampede through the league. They win 30 games, which shattered the school record. Went 17-1 in league play, very similar to this season. And they rolled through the conference tournament, clinching their first NCAA tournament appearance in 22 years. They're looking to make it back-to-back now, Mark.
And what McNeese has done for Will Wade, it's given him the ability to rewrite his coaching career. Now, I don't know where the next chapter is going to be, but what a job he's done here.
Folks down in the Bayou would love the next chapter to be here and for several years to come. He has reinvigorated this program. He spoke to us this week just about how much he knows it means to this university, the Lake Charles community. It has been quite inspiring from that standpoint.
He has not only raised this program, but he's raised the profile of this conference from a basketball perspective.
Yeah, I mean, McNeese has been arguably the best mid-major, or one of, the last couple of years. The Southland has strengthened. And you see all of the accolades the last couple of seasons. That foul, by the way, on Lamar, that was on Errol White, his first. So 2 fouls aside. After the miss, Lamar is going to have to handle some of these runs that McNeese goes on. And this is the best offensive team in the league. Lamar, as you pointed out, plays in some lower scoring games. Hamilton going back to work. That's a nice one, banked off the glass. He's got all 5 for the 2 seed.
But again, Lamar had to win without Hamilton being great last night. They would much prefer him to have a big-time performance today.
It was Danquez Dawsey off the bench who scored 11. That was a big scoring lift for this squad.
He was really good.
Yep. There's Brandon Murray, his former high major player at Ole Miss and Georgetown. LSU before that with his current coach. Murray was terrific in the first half yesterday of their win against Northwestern State. Picks up right where he left off.
That's a high challenge, mid-range little floater, if you will. We talked about Murray, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists off the bench last night.
A lot of that production was very early in the first. We had the triple-double watch going there, but
yes, we
had to take off the warning. But that was a game in which McNeese stayed controlled. It just felt like they were in control, even when Northwestern got it back to 5, 6, 7 points in the second half. Jackson, pass to the corner. Pennebaker, offline. And now McNeese has the numbers. Murray running, juggled it, finds Shoemate, ball fake, and the throwdown. Christian Shoemate.
What a catch, though, in transition by Murray, which led to that finish by Shoemate. I thought Shoemate was really quiet last night. I looked in the box score, he had 11 and 4. I was like, really?
Yep. Stays here, by the way, with Lamar.
Watch Brandon Murray, like a wide receiver, catch this ball over his head right there. Keeps it alive and then finds Shoemate for the little one-handed, left-handed flush. Take another look. That's just so good by both Murray and Shoemate being active.
They are a confident and deep squad. Now here's Murray, played 3 years at the high major level, and he was a productive starter, 6th man at several places previously. He's coming off the bench for the Southland champs. That's a foul there on the pass. Second on Javon Garcia, so that is notable. The conference player of the year will have to take a seat now, less than 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that's worth noting, though, when he goes out with 12 minutes and change to go. That will change the rotation for a really deep McNeese team.
So will that be a fortuitous break for Lamar? They're just 2 out of 9 from the floor to start. Hamilton's got all their points. Jackson inside, falls through.
That's a great finish by Jackson, but I'm crediting the defense.
McNeese on the move again. Some ball movement. This is Sincere Parker. He wanted the foul. He'll get 2. They're doubling up Lamar.
Parker, I think, might be the best tough shot taker and maker in this conference.
It's giving you another piece of evidence right there. Nice turnaround.
Yeah, Terrence Dixon Jr. played 1 minute last night against Nichols. How about that coming off the bench?
Yeah, the junior from Lawrenceville, Georgia, has got the 2 seed back within 5. Early goings, Southland title game. Winner to the tournament. Dixon says, get that out of here. That's an emphatic block, fueling the run out. Good transition defense. Pennebaker left. Look at Dixon. Boy, he has been a spark. The last couple of possessions leads to a tie-up. Cardinals will keep it. It's a 5-point game. Southland title game in Lake Charles.
Huge news. You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
We quilt this city. We quilt this city with a coffee. We'll quilt this city. We quilt this city with a coffee.
Keep it quilted with Quilted Northern.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying Humira, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill from the makers of Humira that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Ask your rheumatologist if switching to Rinvoq is right for you.
And take back what's yours.
Let's go, let's go. Time to start the show. Let's go. It all starts right now.
Champ Week continues. The rest of this week, Selection Sunday. 4 days away, partner. That's it. It's wild that we've reached this part. Remember, ACC tournament continues after we are done here in Lake Charles. Coming up next on ESPN2 is Stanford and Cal. SMU and Syracuse will battle to close out the second round. That is an important win for the 5th-seeded Tar Heels, no?
Absolutely, and that Wake Forest, North Carolina game, I don't know that the winner is in, but I guarantee you the loser is out.
Yeah, and that's based on a lot of the bracketology forecasts at this point. Let's put it this way, a win for either of those programs, that's going to, or could go a long way. So Copeland must have been out of bounds there after the steal. Alvin Brooks' team is down 5. The former star Lamar point guard back in the late 70s, early 80s, he has lifted this program back to the top half of the league. They finished second this season after winning 19 games a year ago. And it has been a slow, steady progression. He has put this program back in a great position to be successful. His point guard Jackson here took a huge step forward this season. Can't hit the 3. He's been a big reason for their success. Brian Salabonge off the bench, by the way, for McNeese, secures that rebound.
But McNeese's defense is dictating the shot quality by Lamar, and it's not very good here in the early going.
They are down 5. 3 from the corner. Charles left that short. What do you expect from Will Wade's defense as the game unfolds?
Well, again, that switching defense, they just don't have an answer. I'd like to see a little bit more slipping action in terms of ghost screens, and there's a good look at Alvin Brooks.
65-year-old from H-Town. Throw it back.
There's a different look.
Yeah, throw it back to the glory days there. Averaged 10-7. Remember, Lamar went to the Sweet 16 in 1980. He guided the program there, so 4.5 decades ago.
He talked about his team today needing a road mentality, and to me, that means 2 things. Limit your turnovers, and I think they've got to make shots. They have got to figure out a way to get better looks, especially from the arc.
That's a foul on Charles. You know, he joked with us this morning. He goes, look, we shot 35% from the floor yesterday and turned the ball over 15 times. I don't know how the heck we got it done. So, by the way, Lucas Santos here had to just step in and separate these two programs here.
Kevin, I'm going to bet that's not the last time they're going to have to do that today.
I would not doubt it either. So Santos having a conversation with Richards. Let's put it this way. Richards was definitely one of the McNeese players that was doing a lot of jawing about 10 days ago. There were some testy, edgy sequences.
The officials are trying to get on top of this right away. Fouls are starting to mount up already for McNeese with 5. Remember, Garcia already has 2. And his return, in my view, Kevin, will be score dependent.
Right now, McNeese has got the 5-point advantage. I'm with you. It's a fine job by our crew to just set the tone right now. White, wild layup, tap back in. And so Hamilton, Holyfield rather, has got the tip in here for the Cardinals.
Again, this is the biggest front court in this conference. Holyfield at 6'10", Hamilton at 6'9". They give teams all kinds of fits down in that high rent district.
Yeah, legit shot blockers in this league. Bounce pass to Celebonge. Celebonge just barging right into Hamilton, and the fifth-year senior's got it.
How about big guys coming off the bench and helping both teams?
It was Dixon previously with the cameo appearance for Lamar, and Celebonge with the latest. So now McNeese back in front by 5. Marmoleos, a strong attack.
He's so explosive in terms of how he can get to the rim.
All-conference selection turned in a super year. Murray can't hit the 3. Celebonge rips it away from Hamilton. It's been a great battle on the glass here on both ends. Copeland puts it in.
He attacked the defender and then finished to the right with one hand off the window.
Copeland with a little swagger right now as he defends Ja'Shawn Jackson. They switch. Marmoleos pulls it 4-3.
Watch out. He can heat up. An elite three-point shooter and loves shooting against the Cowboys.
That's the first triple of the evening for either team. Had 17 yesterday. 2-point game. Early goings, title game. Copeland, that's not quite his deal. Not known for the three-point shooting. And Jackson back the other way.
Yeah, he's only made 2 all season long.
Oh, Hamilton wants to pull it now. Not the best shot quality. Last couple of trips down the floor.
Hamilton, that was his second 3-ball attempt of the year.
Richards, he is the marksman. Get him the ball beyond the arc.
Yeah, Richards, I think you can't lose sight of where your scouting report takes you. And that's one of the things that Alvin Brooks talked about his team last year. They kind of lost focus and got away from the scouting report. Richards is the 7th best three-point shooter in the country.
Jackson gets close range, and now Jackson has got a couple of baskets here back-to-back. All of a sudden, these teams are trading makes. It's a one-possession game in the title game.
Jackson has a lot of confidence, doesn't he?
Their point guard is taking a big step forward. Oh, Copeland says, hold on a second. You're saying I don't have game here beyond the three-point line? Let me show you. He's leading the way with 9 in the first half.
That's his 3rd three-point make of the season.
That's a foul on Richards, his first, and that takes us to a timeout. There is some intensity in the building for the title.
Watch the pass by Copeland between the legs. DJ Richards, three-point shooter, elite.
It's game time and the shot clock is running down on Subway's $6.99 foot-long deal. Fresh sliced deli meat, fresh crispy veggies. Too much good stuff. Order now in the Subway app. Use code 699FL now. Deals only here until March 13th.
Sorry, honey, it's a work thing.
Mine's also a work thing. I just need someone to cover my shift.
So is mine. Alan says your business vehicle is now covered with Progressive.
Protected 24/7, just like your home and auto.
Oh, that's great.
So dinner time's just phone time now?
Sorry. You know, I heard that ground turkey is the healthiest poultry.
You know what? Never mind. Just be on your phone.
Thank you.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
Finally done.
Done with what?
I just signed 1,819,154 thank you cards for people who bought subs on last year's Day of Giving.
Danny, you know, on March 26th, we're doing another Day of Giving.
Another Day of Giving.
Yep, each year we give 100% of sales to local charities.
Oh. This year we do a group text. Join us Wednesday, March 26th for Jersey Mike's annual Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today we're going to work on our checking on...
Sorry, I heard checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
And whether they need car, home, boat, or pet coverage.
Precisely. Now, let's go again. Susan?
Always wanted to do that.
My turn.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Best day of training so far.
How's your elbow?
It's killing me.
IU Bandits, Mark, they have flourished, haven't they, these last couple of seasons? So Will Wade, the staff, takes over ahead of last season. They win 30 games, program record. They go 19-1 in conference play this season. Heck, they've lost one game in 3 months. And so if you look back the last 2 seasons, they've got the highest conference winning percentage undoubtedly here in America.
And you have to remember that last year's tournament title team lost Shahada Wells, who was the MVP. He's not playing professionally over in Greece. So it's not like, you win 30 games, you don't get to start the following season at 8-0.
Yep.
You have to start all over again, and that's what Will Wade has done beautifully here at McNeese.
They retained a good number of productive players and starters from a season ago as well. Garcia follows Wells, wins the Player of the Year award once again. So McNeese player wins it back-to-back. And it is a 6-point game as we push deeper into this first half. Hamilton has had his hands on the ball quite often. At that time, he did his work early, got the job done.
That's the first time I really felt like Lamar took advantage of the switch with their high-low action.
7 points for Hamilton, so he's already surpassed what he did last night in a semifinal win against Nichols. Parker off the screen, could not hit it, off balance that time, and Lamar's looking to push. So things have stabilized on this side for the Cardinals. They're now 43% from the floor after a ragged start. Holyfield sticks the 15-footer.
Well, first of all, he's the assist man on that high-low action, and then he knocks down the mid-range jumper.
Holyfield, he is the Beaumont kid, the junior, from just about an hour away. Fine season for the starter. 2-point game in the title game. So Garcia playing with the 2 fouls, back on the floor, pass to Shoemate. Shoemate's 3 is strong.
Now, he is capable 32%. Most players for McNeese, they have the green light from bonus land.
Yeah. They've got shooters. Lamar has done a fine job on the glass. They're +7 in terms of rebounds. And Pennebaker, that one was doomed from the start. He was either going to throw it away or get tagged for being out of bounds. So we have you covered on Selection Sunday. Remember that, as we always do. Bracketology at 7 Eastern. And remember, NCAA Women's Selection Special, where we will reveal and break down the field of 68. That is at 8 Eastern, followed by Bracketology, complete breakdown at 9 Eastern, and then at 10 as well. We are 4 days away now, my friend.
Kevin, I talked about early on this is going to be a tug-of-war with tempo. I think Lamar right now is winning the tempo battle. They've got this game into a half-court affair, and that's to their advantage.
Low scoring with 5 to play. Garcia, little shimmy, lifted way short. New 20? Yes, Richards secures it. No, that one actually did not hit the rim, so the shot clock does not reset. That's a violation.
Again, quality defense by Alvin Brooks's club. Getting McNeese late in shot clock possessions. They're not nearly as comfortable offensively that way.
Here's the aforementioned Dawsey. Takes it in himself. Misses that high arcing scoop shot. So it's a one-and-done possession, and that'll it's a foolish foul on Dawsey. It clearly hooked him from behind. That's the first on the senior.
Garcia back on the floor. I thought he got fortunate on that attack off the bounce as a defender, and I think Will Wade sees the same thing I saw. We're going to get Garcia back out of the game with those 2 fouls.
Garcia and Parker sit down. Those are 2 of McNeese's top scorers. Garcia, as you mentioned, went for 24 yesterday. He is a very valuable scorer. 4:25 to play in the title game. McNeese had an early 7-point advantage, but things have since tightened up. Shoemate attacks, got his man flying, and he scores it.
Shoemate's really comfortable as a big. He's an undersized 5-man, but he's very comfortable facing the basket and beating you off the bounce.
Marmoleo's deep one, cashed in on a 3 previously. Lamar has been all over the glass on both sides of the floor. This one takes us to a timeout. Great scene in Lake Charles inside the Legacy Center. Southland title on the line.
Come on, let's go. Get off your... Touchdown!
Woo! Mountain Dew!
Surprise entry into the dunk contest this year, the Aflac Duck.
Head coach Don Staley. The Ducks setting up from way downtown.
That's a big gap to cover for a small duck.
Y'all haven't seen the way Aflac helps close the gap left by health insurance? Watch this.
Aflac does pay people money for expenses not covered by health insurance.
That's nasty. Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Find an agent, get a quote at Aflac.com. Turn the lights off, it's over.
Huge news. You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Yeah, one more, Antoine.
With USPS Ground Advantage, it's like you're with us every step of the way.
Right on time.
Stay in the know from your dock to their door.
Timeout, hammers, overtime, heart-pounding edge of your seat action. Yeah, you're getting all of it.
Got it.
It's playoffs, and the matches are set. 4 teams, 2 spots. It's win or go home. This is TGL, presented by SoFi on ESPN.
What's up, Tom? Dallin here. We got a lot going on around college basketball here in Champ Week. We got you UNC and Texas game, must win for their bubble hopes. We'll get you their highlights. Also, pretty big upset, the Big 12. We'll get you there as well. What do you see here, McNeese? Big favorite, but not up.
Yeah, well, they averaged 79 points a game in the conference. They got 26. And the problem is they're not getting any free throws. They're taking too many jump shots. They're not creating enough drives to create fouls, to get to the line, and they're not able to use their interior passing. Lamar has set the tempo of the game. They've set the tone of the game, and right now that's why they're right where they're at.
One of 3 bids being handed out today. Back to Kevin and Mark. We'll see it happen.
Yeah, Dallin, Coach, we'll talk to you guys in a few. You and Coach Crean are in lockstep there. You had mentioned it. Thought that Lamar was just dictating how this one has unfolded here for much of the first.
Well, we talked to Alvin Brooks earlier today, and we take a look at how they have played McNeese better than anybody else in this conference when you take a look at the average margin of victory.
Yep.
But he talked about his team having that road mentality. I think they have kind of, for the most part, played the way that he envisioned them playing. They're just simply not turning the ball over.
Title game in Lake Charles. We are in McNeese's home building, the Legacy Center. And it is going to be played here for the next several seasons. So this preeminent force now. They are going to have the home court advantage for the next couple of seasons should they keep finding themselves atop the conference. By the way, shout out to the Southland. We got the championship trophy. It's like Larry O'Brien trophy meets NBA in-season cup. It's a good look here. I love the court we got going on.
And once again, the high-low look.
3:10 to play in a tight first half. Pennebaker's three is offline, and Lamar is ice cold from distance. 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. They have been a quality three-point shooting team, and yet the 2 games here in Lake Charles, they've not shot it well. Shoemate going in, draws the foul, and so let's go back to that point Coach Crean brought up. These are going to be the first free throws McNeese shoots in this first half.
That's kind of the first mistake that I can remember Lamar has made late in a possession. So many times we talk about offensive patience. Well, in this particular game, you better have defensive patience because both teams' defense is on point. Both teams' defenses are better than the offenses right now.
I love this time of year. Brackets on brackets on brackets. There is the upset Dallin had mentioned. Colorado, the 16 seed in the Phillips 66 Big 12 men's title, men's championship, excuse me. They take out West Virginia, marching on. Good luck to get Houston.
Yeah, I was just about to say, and your reward is you get to play Houston.
Whoa, that time Richards throws it in after the missed free throw. And so McNeese stretches the lead back to 7. It matches the largest in the first half. Coach, fair to say it felt like this was McNeese's tournament to lose. They came in here as the favorites.
And there's a target on your back as well. Miscommunication there on the simple pass. We talk about how good a three-point shooter Richards is. The ball comes to him, and he just knocks down a difficult three. Second chance opportunity. Takes advantage of the quick carom off the iron.
He truly has been automatic. He's better than 60% from beyond the arc the last 10 games. That's not a small sample size. He has just been dialed in the last month and a half. 2 to play on the first. Copeland now. Little hesitation. Copeland, the blow-by. Had the mismatch and made the most of it. That's now 11 for Quadir Copeland. The junior from Philly leads all scorers in a first half that now McNeese leads by 9. 7-0 run prompts the timeout late in the first.
With True Green, we got a golf course quality lawn at a great price.
That's when the golfers showed up.
You playing through? Thank you.
Has anyone seen my ball?
PGA Tour quality lawns for as little as $1 a day.
Where are we playing next?
Get started at TrueGreen.com. Advil Targeted Relief. The only topical pain reliever with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that start working on contact to target tough pain at the source for up to 8 hours of powerful relief. Advil Targeted Relief.
Don't you know that Quadir Copeland just loves it when he gets a mismatch on the half court? Hamilton gets caught up trying to keep up with Copeland. That's an easy blow-by, and for a 6'6" point guard who has great extension, how good has Copeland been offensively here in the first half? He only averages less than 9 points a game, already in double figures early on.
Yep. And Copeland is 5 out of 6 from the floor, a couple of assists as well. He plays 2 years at Syracuse. He did a little bit of everything last year for a 20-win Orange squad, then hits the portal, comes down to the Bayou, and he has been very productive as McNeese's starting point guard this season. Marmoleos lost his footing, so Lamar needs a response after the 7-0 Cowboys run. Holyfield for 3. Got it! And the foul! He's going to the line, trying to convert the 4-point play.
Well, even though Holyfield is 6'10", he is a legit 3-point threat at 38% on the year. Watch the angle that Copeland tries to close out with. Take another look. This will give us a better angle. I think his right leg kind of interferes with the landing area of Holyfield, and that's the reason for the call.
You know, you could say it could go either way. It's just too close for comfort. As you pointed out many, many times here, you're going towards the shooter. So Holyfield, who's been okay the last 5 games, he still has had a very productive season. Double-figure scorer, 3rd on the team there, 10 points per game. And so after a couple of years in junior college, the Beaumont kid came home. Shoemake got blocked that time by Hamilton. Shot clock continues to dwindle. There's 8 to shoot. Ball's been in Copeland's hands quite a bit. This time he's guarded by White. White fights through the screen. Copeland goes up. It's a wild layup, and Holyfield secures it. Lead feed to Marmoleos. Marmoleos, hand check that time by Richards. That's the 2nd foul on Richards and 8th team foul on McNeese. So Marmoleos going to the line for a 1-and-1.
And that's where those early fouls that McNeese was committing pays off for Lamar, because Marmoleos at the free throw line, 74% for the bonus.
The junior from the Dominican Republic, in his first season at this level, turns in an all-conference type of year, landed on the 2nd team. Top 10 in the league in scoring, 3-pointers, and then getting to the free throw line. He gets to the line quite often.
Yeah, he was 8 for 8 last night in the semifinal win. He also had 5 steals in that game, even though he did not shoot the ball particularly well. Just 1 for 6 from deep.
Just big moments late in the game.
Certain guys want the ball late.
It was a gritty, rugged, come-from-behind, low-scoring 58-55 win yesterday against Nichols to vault them to this title game.
Pretty impressive response by Alvin Brooks' team after the timeout.
Murray gets fouled. Murray going to the free throw line. Now, our officials put a whistle on that one. They had called a foul on Murray. Shoemake tapped it in. He clearly interfered with that basketball, so they're going to wave this basket off. I think
this should be
quite quickly.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I think our officials are going to go to the monitor just to be sure, but it was Shoemake, wasn't it? He clearly tapped it in there after the whistle.
I didn't think it was in play, to tell you the truth.
I'm with you.
The reverse layup by Murray comes off the front of the iron. Keep your eye on the left bottom part of the screen. Shoemake.
After review, there's a basket interference by the offense.
The call by you said
that was half a minute.
Super.
Lucas Santos, he's our crew chief, and this crew all over. That was smart, just to go check it. 38 seconds to go here in the first, so Murray will shoot 2 free throws.
And I think accidentally, but Will Wade's team has gone 2 for 1 to close the first half. Murray to the free throw line. We talked about how good he was last night. He's giving them another little punch off the bench here in the title game. Kevin, we have to remember when these two teams played here in this building the first time earlier in the year, McNeese made 16 threes. I mean, they shot Lamar out of the arena. Lamar has not allowed that to happen here in the first half.
Yeah, they've made just 3 triples, 3 out of 10. The Cowboys are from distance. Murray's free throws increase the lead back to 6. This is it. It's win or go home in a sense in terms of the NCAA tournament. Marmoleos pulls in, knocks down another 3.
Again, McNeese so soft on their switching. Marmoleos timed that beautifully.
He's got 10. Remember, a week and a half ago against his club, he went for 18 in that 2-point loss. So one last possession, you would think. It's 5 seconds. Shoemate, a couple of dribbles. Shoemate barging in, trying to keep the pivot foot. Murray cuts, but it's after the timer. And so Marmoleos' triple gets it back to a 3-point game at the break. Copeland had 11 for McNeese to lead all scorers. Marmoleos had 10. One possession game after 20. Southland title on the line here. We'll find out a winner in the second half. Let's go to the studio now. Here's Dallin and Tom.
Thanks, Kevin. Just like you guys, we like the Southland court down there in Lake Charles. Coach can't stop talking.
Love
it. That's Tom Creed. I'm Dallin Cuff. All right, Coach, this is a McNeese team that wants to go to back-to-back tournaments. They've had a lot of hype. A lot of people outside the Southland expect McNeese to win. Really tight game, though.
Lamar's in control of the game because they're in control of getting back on defense. And what's happened is McNeese has taken far too many jump shots, not close to getting to the rim enough. Some inopportune threes. I know they're a three-point shooting team. They've got DJ Richards is 49%, almost 50% from three. But you got to get up. You got to get these guys in some rotations. Mm-hmm. They're just not. They're not there with the screening. They're not there with the ball reversal, and yet they're right there. And the bottom line is they're going to have to figure out a way to attack, all right, and not live in the half court because that's Lamar's game.
Yeah, Lamar's done very well. They're down 3 at the break right now. Let's get you caught up around the country. This is a massive bubble game down in the ACC. North Carolina currently first 4 out per Joe Lunardi, taking on Notre Dame team in the second round, I should say, of the ACC tournament. And that's the story. Jalen Withers made 27 threes all year, Coach. He had 7 today.
Well, we'd need an extra 15 minutes for all the threes he hit this year to show all the highlights. It's crazy. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. But R.J. Davis is a mainstay. We see this pass to Van Allen Lubin. If they're going to keep winning, Van Allen Lubin has got to be good. But, man, it was Jalen Withers' day. And the rest of us got to witness it.
Withers, lovely day, lovely day. I don't want to get sued by us. Okay, Bill Withers. All right, anyway, 21 points, 7 to 10 from the three-point line. He was in the zone, and a lot of these were good looks.
They were. They were open, absolutely. They were too open if you're Notre Dame. But he followed through on his jump shot. He had good balance going up. When he misses, he has a tendency to float to the left. He didn't do that today.
All right, now they take on Wake Forest next. Now, Wake Forest is kind of out of the bubble picture. They did finish ahead of the Heels in the ACC regular season. They have to win that game, North Carolina, and they stay alive to play Duke or Georgia Tech and maybe get themselves on the right side of the bubble. They're the first team out, says Joe Lunardi right now. Texas, the third team out down to the SEC, taking on a Vandy team that finished hot, Coach. They are in the tournament now, playing well, but the Horns are too.
Well, America needs to see Trey Johnson in the NCAA tournament. He is that good of a scorer. But Arthur Kaluma on the wide open, driving it on the long closeout. They need him. They need Trayvon Mark. But Trey Johnson, Dallin, he is an absolute bucket getter.
Led the SEC in scoring. Nobody's really done that as a freshman since Kevin Durant. I mean, this is pretty ridiculous what he's put up.
He can step into an NBA game and get points tonight.
All right, let's get South Carolina, Arkansas. More bubble talk. Arkansas on the right side of the bubble per Joe Lunardi right now, but they're playing a South Carolina team they lost to just a couple weeks ago. Coach, they're up by 21. We thought it was over. Back come the Gamecocks.
Absolutely. I mean, South Carolina shot 55% in the first half, 32% in the second half. And a lot of it was defense, the defensive prowess of guys like Colin Murray-Boyles, who we just saw score. Big shot by Wagner.
That was their first field goal made in nearly 12 minutes. It's a 2-point game. Nellie Davis off the wide pin-down curl. They hold on. Coach Calix hails. They win by 4. Ole Miss is next. And if they beat Ole Miss, they are definitely going to the tournament because they'll play Auburn next and feel pretty good. Another quad 1 win over the Rebels if they can do it. Texas and Vandy will keep you updated because, again, big game for the Horns if they can hold on. Christian Shoemate, you know that dude can get you buckets, finishing above the rim.
And that's where they're so good. Driving into the paint, interior passing, that's what they need.
Tell them, Coach.
Ready, set. Grandpa earned it for my family.
Mom earned it for me.
USAA membership is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. Start your family's legacy. USAA. See if you can become a member today.
There are some things that work better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings.
Presentation looks great.
Thanks. Voya provides tools that help you make the right investment and benefit choices, so you can reach today's financial goals, that one, and look forward to a more confident future.
That is one dynamic duo. Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Step into an electrifying world of choice. Everything you need to move through your world, your way, is ready and waiting. Get offers on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
You'll be back! Emus can't help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Well, I'll be. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Order Arby's $6.99 Big Crispy Fish Meal and upgrade to a large fry and drink. Or order crispy chicken. Because options. Arby's, we have the meats.
March Madness! Bring out the stars! March Madness, tips March 19th on ESPN and ABC.
See, told fungus.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket, like Gwendolyn.
I stay with Cricket because they tell it like it is. The price on my plan is the price I pay every month. That's it.
Welcome to life without hidden fees. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
Seashells! You got anything more boutique?
Oui, right this way.
Yeah, we're talking.
What about something more family-friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family-friendly?
Yep, one Vegas hotel for the bride-to-be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.com.
Yeah!
Tom Dallin in studio, the 13-5 game in the Big 12 tournament. Iowa State at one point was number 2 in the nation. Milan Momcilovic got hurt. They went through some other struggles, but now they're back in full swing.
Well, they're not 100% healthy yet, but they are close, especially with Keyshawn Gilbert back. But they've got this guy, Tim Lipsy, who just keeps getting better and better for this team, improving his range. The bottom line with Iowa State, when they're healthy, they're right there with Florida, in my mind, all right, as being one of the deepest teams in the country. And this guy, Nate Heise, he gets to start when there's injuries at Houston. He didn't score a lot of points, but he got his confidence back. And that's the kind of thing you need if you're coming off the bench for Iowa State to make a big run.
Cincinnati's bubble burst with that loss. All right, Colorado beat TCU yesterday in a 16-9 game. They're now playing WVU, who's in the tournament. And Javon Small throws it down. This is a fascinating situation. We haven't really had any 16 seeds in a conference tournament. The Buffs are playing. They're battling back against WVU.
You could see it in the first half, Dallin. We were talking about it. Even though Colorado was missing shots, they were in control of the game, and they were down points. But they turned it back on. They made those same shots that they were missing. In the second half, they got great kickouts. West Virginia was late. Look, that's from me to you, how open he was, right? That's a huge win for Colorado.
Next up, Houston. First time we've ever seen in a conference tournament a 16-1 game. That's supposed to be for the big dance, but we will have it in the quarterfinals on Thursday. Iowa State moves on to take a very hot BYU.
Call Ryan Odom. Get some tips.
Oh, boy. Here we go. 16-1. Remember, he was the coach of UMBC,
exactly.
Now at VCU.
I figured everybody knew that.
I'm letting him know. That's Coleman Hawkins. Know about him. He had 26 yesterday for K-State. They're taking on a Baylor team. The Bears got to win their bubble hopes.
At Metro, get $25 in line for 4 lines, plus 4 free Samsung Galaxy A15 5G phones. It's easy. No ID required, no activation fees. Visit a store, go online, or call. Only at Metro.
Is it the final vote?
We'll finally know which egg is loved most. Reese's or Cadbury.
Choose one.
I choose both. Celebrate Easter with Reese's and Cadbury.
Once upon a time, Goldilocks took out the Ram 2500 Rebel. Next, he tried the Ram Charger. Then finally, the Ram RHO. And they were all just right.
Right now during Ram Truck Month, get $6,500 total cash allowance on the purchase of select 2025 Ram 1500 trucks. See your local Ram dealer today.
There wouldn't be an hour in the day that I wouldn't think about my hair thinning.
It hid under my hat for a good 3 years.
I experienced many challenges with prescribed medication.
Losing your sex drive feels very shameful.
My dermatologist recommended Nutrafol.
It's 100% drug-free and clinically tested.
Within 3 months, there was new growth.
My hair was stronger, and I don't have to choose between my health or my hair.
Try the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com.
Looks like you're getting a $3,200 refund.
That's what I'm talking about. Did she mention that in H&R Block, everyone gets their max refund or their money back?
Plus, we always guarantee
100% accuracy on every return. I love that. And if you ever get a letter from the IRS,
never hurts to be prepared.
We got your back.
Thanks, Tony.
You know what? I can get used to this.
We're here all year. Switch to H&R Block and get 100% accuracy and your maximum refund guaranteed. It's better with Block.
This tiny home trend, not for me. Now, this is more like it. The same goes for my footwear. So I went hands-free with wide fit Skechers slip-ins. Just step in and go without bending down or touching my shoes. Wide fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins.
Choice Privileges makes it easy to earn points and maximize any vacation. You can earn reward nights fast and redeem at over 7,400 hotels. Maximized. Get double points on all stays when you book direct.
Tom and Dallin in studio over on the SEC Network. Texas is up, but their business is not done.
No, not at all. Vanderbilt is hanging around in capital letters.
Hanging around, like KGB, capital letters. All right, North Carolina, they won today over Notre Dame. You see where Texas is. They are the third team out, if you will. They have to win this game over a Vandy team that's firmly in the field. We'll keep you updated and see if they can get that done on Joe Lunardi's Bubble Watch. Holofield, step back, give me that. He's got 7. Lamar's down 3. They haven't been in the tournament in over 13 years. Can they get back? We're 20 minutes away from finding out. Second half next.
Huge news. You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Hey, get off your...
Show off. Mountain Dew.
Hi, we're Visible. If you're looking for one-line wireless plans without hidden fees and surprise charges for just $25 a month, Visible is for you. That's one line for one flat rate, taxes and fees included on Verizon's 5G network. Plus, with unlimited data and hotspot, you can scroll to your heart's content. Finally, a clear choice in wireless for just $25 a month. You're the confetti. Your wireless should be visible. Switch at visible.com.
Northern. It's game time and the shot clock is running down on Subway's $6.99 foot-long deal. Fresh sliced deli meat, fresh crispy veggies. Too much good stuff. Order now in the Subway app. Use code 699FL now. Deals only here until March 13th.
Okay, we're down by a lot, but he's got a plan.
Geico makes car insurance easy. With the Geico app, you can check your policy on the go and get access to 24/7 claim support.
Get more with Geico.
When life calls for a little comfort, peanut butter M&Ms.
If you're an executive...
Mounds of flavor. Those crispy peaks. 12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in the lake. Man, that ranch is deep. New crispy tenders. Bring the flavor. Wingstop.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check that it's not going into overtime before you storm the court. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Let's get real. Your butt's not perfect. But at Orgain, we love them all. We love Ricky the Rump.
Love you back.
Bubble Butt Bobby.
That's me.
Laura Longcheese. Tara the Tush. Lad Iron Phil. Madame Derriere.
Merci.
Boney Brittany. clenching Craig.
I'm clenching right now.
And Wedgie Wendy.
I like it this way. Hi, Bob.
Feel good about your booty and the rest of you too with protein-packed nutrition from Orgain. It's real nutrition for real life.
Back to Champ Week presented by Principal. This is the Southland Conference Men's Basketball Championship. 20 minutes down. We've got 20 to go inside the Legacy Center, home to the top-seeded McNeese Cowboys. They're up 3 in our Southland Conference Tournament title game. McNeese, they were in control, start to finish in that win yesterday over Northwestern State. They play this Lamar team for a third time, and it was Quadir Copeland who got things going in the right direction for the Cowboys in that first half. Mark.
Yeah, he's a big point guard who can get into the paint for scores or helpers. He's just a matchup nightmare because of his size. And oh yeah, he stepped out and knocked down his third three-pointer of the season. Lamar countered with their 1-2 big guy combination inside. Adam Hamilton played very well in the first half, scored 7 points, had 3 rebounds. As a matter of fact, Lamar won the board battle, and one of the reasons why they are within touch and reach of the Cowboys.
One possession game. Alexis Marmoleos led the way for the Cardinals with 10. He had a couple of triples, one that was late. That was very important. Now, Javon Garcia, the player of the year in the Southland Conference, played just 10 minutes in that first half. Picked up 2 quick fouls and has not scored just yet. So after that defensive stop for Lamar, their first offensive possession, second half of the title game, the winner to the NCAA tournament.
Well, this is such a Lamar possession, isn't it? Utilize clock, see if you can free up one of the guards late.
This is Jackson, can't hit the leader. Richards with the board. Copeland has his eyes up. Copeland finds Joe Charles. Not that time.
Charles has had such a struggle shooting against Lamar in the games this year. He's now 0 for 10 in the 3 games combined.
Copeland, Gamble tried to knock it away. Hamilton missed the scramble. Somehow White comes away with it.
Watch out.
Maleos, good ball fake. Can't hit it. White wins another 50-50 ball. Who wants it here? White ties up Shoemate. Possession arrow favors Lamar. Errol White.
The energy guy, according to his head coach. He was so good and played a big role last night in their comeback win over Nichols. And Kevin, I'm not always a big believer in the plus-minus category in terms of reading a box score, but he was +8, by far the best on the Lamar Cardinal group from last night's semifinal comeback.
Those hustle plays were big in that victory. So the cleanup crew, they clean up the wet spot underneath. Again, we had bodies flying all over the place on that sequence. White, the 6th-year senior. This is the final go-around for the Queens native. His forte is that defense, the rebounding, the hustle plays. You've got a Lamar program that has not reached the NCAA tournament in 13 years. By the way, you want to know who the head coach was when they last went there in 2012?
I'm going to say Pat Knight.
Bingo. So Pat Knight took them there. They've gone through some kind of subpar, lousy years. But Alvin Brooks has this team back in the top half of the league. Hamilton, that was a contested turnaround. Shoemate flips to Richards, pulls it. No. New 20, though.
Good tap out by Charles to keep the possession alive.
Cowboys led by as many as 9 in that first half before things tightened up. Little behind the back, razzle-dazzle. Shoemate could not connect. They're now 3 of 13 from distance. So you've underscored that 3-point battle.
Yes.
several times here in the prior games between the two.
Lamar have limited turnovers. That was key number one. They had to make shots. They battled even at the arc, and they had to control tempo. They've done all three of those.
That three would have tied it. Holyfield got his hands on it. A couple of players go down. Another tie-up. Hamilton pulls it away. And now you got a couple of players here that are going chest to chest. Okay, there is no back down. Neither team given any inch in a championship game that's going to determine who's going to the big dance.
But Kevin, McNeese is having all kinds of trouble with Lamar on the glass right now.
Yep.
It better be for McNeese and the home team. It better be all five to the defensive glass.
Well, right now, Lamar does have the advantage.
I'm
got
watching
3 more offensive boards. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm watching Marmaleus in terms of him guarding. He was guarding Richards, and he basically was in a one-man denial. He's got Parker, and he's kind of doing the same thing. Keep an eye on this matchup. Marmaleus defensively, he doesn't care what else is going on. Lamar is trying to make McNeese beat them 4-on-4.
Copeland lost the handle on the drive in. Nice heady and clever play by Shoemate. So we'll stay here with the Cowboys. Lamar has held the top scoring offense and the most efficient offense in the league to just 33 points at this point, only 44% from the floor. Parker, count it. He's going to the line.
There he is, that tough shot taker, tough shot maker. Marmaleus was a little late recognizing where Parker was on the floor. Watch this, hang time between defenders. And gets the kind basket.
Jackson lets it go. White soars in for the board and somehow finds his teammate Hamilton. Can't hit the short corner jumper. White is still down. He's reaching for his right elbow. White went flying there behind the stanchion. And our officials, they put a whistle on this play wisely just to give White some time to get up. He went right into what appears to be our camera person there.
Allen there took the charge, I think, on the rebound.
Yeah, well done. Back to his feet, yep.
White came flying in. There's a good look at Allen. Well done. He's a gamer. Take another look. White comes flying in.
Look out! Well, we are going the other way. That was a successful charge. 6-point lead for the Cowboys. They have been the preeminent force in this league back-to-back years. That's a traveling violation on Copeland. Ball back to the Cardinals. They see the 26-6 record. Heck, they've lost 1 game in 3 months.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little ball movement, maybe a ball reversal before Copeland tries to do that. Make the defense move a little bit.
Marmaleus gets the switch out to Pennebaker. Way off that time. Marmaleus tracks it down. That is now 10 offensive rebounds.
Pennebaker now 0 of 4 from distance.
Jackson down and out. Charles snatches it. Lamar 0 of 9 from the floor in this second half. That's a foul on Jackson on the way in.
We talked about this last night with Lamar and the fact that they're a team that I think likes to play in the mud. And I think if McNeese is going to win this, they better get comfortable messing it up in the mud.
Well, that goes back to your point about the pace, not letting McNeese control it. Get up and down. Copeland, drive and kick. This is Garcia. Steps into the mid-range. Yeah! First basket.
Much better decision by Copeland that time.
It's a quick 5-0 burst for the regular season champs to start the second. Lamar has missed all 9 shots on this end here in the second. Marmoleos takes it in strong.
3-level scorer. He can be explosive. He's dynamite from beyond the arc. He's just a tough cover and a fun watch.
Copeland attacks once again, so he has tried to knife into the paint on a number of occasions. Parker, that's a really difficult long 2. So a chance for Lamar to string a couple together. Jackson, reach in, he's fouled. And so Lamar will have it when we return. Everything on the line today. It's the championship game in Lake Charles. Winner to the NCAA tournament.
NWSL kickoff weekend on the networks of ESPN and ABC.
When you'd rather enjoy the pool than clean someone else's.
Sweetie, get out of the pool.
It matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay.
My moderate to severe Crohn's disease
and my ulcerative colitis symptoms kept me
out of the picture. Now there's Sky Rizzy.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Control of my symptoms means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Sky Rizzy. Sky Rizzy is proven to help deliver remission
and help visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ready to get back in the picture? Ask your gastroenterologist how to take control of your Crohn's or UC with Sky Rizzy.
Control is everything to me.
AbbVie could help you save.
Step into a world of thoughtful consideration. Everything you need is within reach. Get offers on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
Expenses, the onboarding, the benefits, the time off requests, fixing payroll. It has to stop.
A cry for help.
Unnecessary action hero. Unnecessary.
Was that necessary?
No, neither is stressing over things that should be automated. Paycom automates everything. That's less stress for you and your people.
Okay.
Set your HR and payroll to automatic and make the unnecessary unnecessary.
Nobody understands me.
What do you mean?
It is March Madness, baby. Let's go.
There's nothing stopping them right now.
This is just spectacular.
The celebration is on. Undefeated South Carolina has won its 3rd national championship.
March Madness begins March 19th.
Women's tournament begins in a week. Remember, Selection Sunday, that is 8 Eastern on our airwaves on this upcoming Sunday night. Women's tournament running as well this week in Lake Charles. It is the 1 seed Southeastern Louisiana facing Stephen F. Austin tomorrow on ESPNU 5 Eastern tip. That should be another good battle to crown a champ, send someone to the NCAA tournament.
That was a
Jacks
great
winners.
semifinal.
They knocked out Lamar on the women's side earlier today. Holyfield 4-3, just the 4th of the day for the Cardinals, gets it back to a 3-point game.
Seemed like a simple play, but the McNeese defense way too soft and not honoring that 38% three-point shooter.
Holyfield lands a left hook that time. He's got 10. Garcia, the player of the year, cut off. Has to kick it back out. There's only 4 to shoot. Shoemate on the attack. He's fouled by Dixon, but Shoemate will have to earn it at the line. He is a poor free throw shooter.
6'10", junior Andrew Holyfield has a real presence at the arc, and right now McNeese is not honoring that. For Holyfield now in double figures with 10 points. That's the 17th time this year he's been in double figures.
That one just barely scrapes the rim. Shoemate is 42% at the line, so if you're Dixon, that's a wise foul. You make them earn it. Now, let's highlight, though, the fifth-year senior from Chicago. He has been the heart and soul, as Will Wade likes to say, of this team for years. 4-time All-Conference selection. Twice he's been named the Southland Defensive Player of the Year. And they're going to get another opportunity, or will they? Pennebaker gets fouled. That's another on Parker.
That's a lucky foul for McNeese, though, because that was going to be a run out for the Cardinals on the other end. It just seems like every time McNeese gets out to a 6-7 point lead that Lamar answers. And we've lived kind of in this 3-point spread most of this game.
They have just not allowed the Cowboys to get out and run. And they really don't have it. Their largest run is a 7-0 run. That's kind of shocking in and of itself. Garcia, though, takes it away from Marmoleos. And they whistle the junior for the foul. That's the first on Marmoleos. So just a tough giveaway. And as you pointed out, for a split second there, if you're the Cardinals, you're thinking, all right, we got a run-out transition layup perhaps.
Right.
And instead, you get nothing, ball going back to the 1 seed.
You turn it over after you get a turnover.
Right.
And I think that's the worst time to have a turnover, is to give it right back away.
They're never good. That one feels particularly helpless, I suppose, if you're Alvin Brooks on the sideline.
Now, Copeland has done a good job of getting in the paint lately, but look for him to be a helper.
Garcia on the pull-up. Garcia misfires. Here comes Jackson. Jackson picked up the dribble. Nobody there. Gets bailed out by Dawsey. But Copeland just a wider body. Just cut him off that time.
But I like the evaluation in transition and then make McNeese guard you in the half court.
They have had to do it. Dawsey to the rim. D9 by Parker. Out of bounds with 5 on the timer. Remember, when we are done here, we will go to the second round action of the ACC tournament. Stanford and Cal will tip off when we have crowned a Southland Conference champion. Jackson, corner 3, way off. And so McNeese is on the move. They're trying to run now. Lamar gets back. They're giving Copeland that shot. Instead, he drives back out to Garcia, offline. And so Javon Garcia has just not been able to settle into a rhythm today. Player of the year is just 1 out of 6 from the floor.
And McNeese just 3 of 14 from deep.
That is something to keep an eye on. They have been almost automatic from deep, McNeese has been of late, particularly yesterday. Cold today in the title game, in their own building. Dawsey trying to take his man off the bounce again. Back. Oh, it goes for Pennebaker, and he earns a trip to the free throw line.
Well, this is where Lamar has shined all afternoon long, is on the glass. Dawsey kind of forces the issue. The miss is so bad, it gets banged around, and there's Pennebaker on the weak side with the offensive rebound, the second shot opportunity, and a chance for an and one.
Almost a look what I have here sort of situation. Copeland, as he was falling down, gets whistled for the personal. That free throw would have tied it. It remains a McNeese lead, but barely. 1 point game. 7 minutes into the second half of the title game. Winner earns the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Garcia turning the corner. Garcia with the pump fake. Count it! And the foul!
Much better spacing that time by McNeese. It's a ball screen for Garcia, but he starts in the left slot and goes back to the right. Hesitation, the blow by, the ball fake, the hang time, and the finish. Different look, same result.
Garcia, the masked man. 5th-year senior from Columbus, Ohio. It's his final go, final run just surpassed 1,100 points in his career. One-time a junior college star, was elevated to this level. And in his second year with this program, earns the Player of the Year award in the Southland. He's got his team back up by 2 possessions.
But here's Lamar again, grinding out another possession.
Marmoleos starting to get hot here in the second half. Marmoleos smothered. It was Parker who blocked him. That's another block for Parker. A couple recent rejections for the senior on this end.
But when was the last time, Kevin, that McNeese got a clean defensive rebound? Even the ones that they're getting right now seem to be battered around in some way, pinballed around in some way, shape, or form. Now, this is an undersized McNeese team from a height standpoint. They don't really have a true 5-man. Shoemate's an undersized 5 guy. And when you're trying to keep up with Hamilton at 6'9" and Holyfield at 6'10", it's a problem.
Oh, back to the inbounder. Dawsey, though, could not get it. That shot was affected. Garcia clears it. Garcia's trying to force a whistle.
McNeese needs something from Joe Charles. He's really struggled against Lamar shooting the 3. How about a little pick and pop?
Yeah, right here. Charles let it go. That one was online, but a bit strong. Good call,
Make me look good.
Garcia nearly took it away. It will stay here with Lamar. What will happen next in this epic title game? 4-point game. McNeese in its home building, where it's only lost once. They're trying to get to a second straight tournament.
Huge news. You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Come on, let's go. Get off here. Touchdown!
Woo! Mountain Dew!
Surprise entry into the dunk contest this year, the Aflac Duck.
Head coach Don Staley. The Ducks set it up for great attack.
That's a big gap to cover for a small duck.
Y'all haven't seen the way Aflac helps close the gap left by health insurance? Watch this.
Aflac does pay people money for expenses not covered by health insurance.
That's nasty.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Find an agent, get a quote at Aflac.com. Turn the lights off, it's over.
Hey, fellas, I promised a Capital One bank guy I'd stop by.
Chuck likes to hit a bank shot before it opens every day.
The bank is open. One more time. The bank is open. The bank is open.
2 more minutes, guys.
Why don't we let somebody else try? Like who? The Capital One bank guy? Why not? Oh, bank. Let Chuck say it. The bank is open.
No fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Please sign this for me, please.
Bank guy got game.
It's time to get one of America's premier tournaments underway.
This is Champ Week.
Hungry dogs fight harder this time of the year. Thunderous! Oh my goodness! Wow!
Do you believe?
The passion is incredible. This is as March as it gets.
Champ Week continues through March 16th on ESPN and ESPN+.
The Lamar Cardinals from an hour away, Beaumont, Texas, is where that university calls home. It has ascended back into the top half of the Southland. A couple of years ago, Alvin Brooks took this program over. It was kind of an average, middling sort of a program in this conference. They were dead last in the league a couple of years ago, finished 4th last season, and they have continued to elevate. Finished 2nd in the league this season. It has been a very steady and consistent growth orchestrated by Brooks and his staff and this roster to get back in a good position.
It's one of the programs in this conference that has resulted in such a quantum leap in, say, the Ken Palm production evaluation in terms of conferences. They've gone from 29 to 21st.
Yeah.
You don't do that without a lot of teams improving their program. And I think it starts from the commissioner's office on down, the more commitment to the programs and the schools individually. But yeah, McNeese gets a lot of credit, but it's teams 2 through 10 who also deserve this improvement that the Southland has made.
Yeah, it's really neat to see the growth. Had a moment to speak with the commissioner, Chris Grant. Oh, nice drive. There's Garcia fading away. Went over the right shoulder that time. So Garcia now with 7. McNeese has never trailed. Their largest lead was 9. That was back in the first half. And so as we approach the midway mark of the second of this title game, can it go on a run? It really hasn't gone on one this early evening. Hamilton spins. Hamilton draws the foul. And the senior leader's going to the line.
This last basket, Javon Garcia gets matched up with Hamilton. Watch the blow-by. The hesitation right there. And then he just beats him to the rim. The extension, the finish off the glass for the Southland Player of the Year.
Meanwhile, Hamilton misses a tough one at the line. Neither team has been effective, nor has gotten to the free throw line that often.
Say they haven't been there much and they haven't made much.
That's a tough one. Hamilton misses 2 at the line again in a game in which Lamar has trailed for the entirety, not by much, but they will need to do some really big things. And you're going to have some above average sort of performances in different areas of the game to try to knock out the team that won the league by 5 games.
I saw Charles going back down the floor just kind of shaking his head because he's getting clean looks.
There's a whistle and a foul on the drive in. Let's check in on the SEC tournament. Arkansas and Texas with wins. That is a big one for Texas in Nashville earlier today.
Well, it's not just, you're talking about the bubble, it's not just what Texas does, it's what other teams around you in the bubble also do. I don't know that that's going to get them in, but if they had lost that, they would definitely not get in.
That hurt. Hamilton puts it in. Back to a 4-point game. Which of these two teams will advance to the NCAA tournament? You win the title game, you punch the automatic ticket to the big dance. The loser's season, it's over, you would think, in terms of the NCAA tournament, that is. This is Murray. He goes up, blocked by Holyfield. One of the better league rim protectors in the league with a timely one.
There's just too many bodies in there. There's nothing to get gained. I think all 5 defenders were in the paint.
McNeese matches that defensive effort with a block on that end. Garcia going coast to coast. Shovel, Copeland fouled. Claudia Copeland to the line with 9 to play.
Again, you see this tug of war on the tempo. McNeese is trying to do everything they can possibly do to pick up that tempo and get out in transition where they are so dynamic.
Sincere Parker back on the floor. And Richards takes a seat. So 2 big ones there for Copeland. He's got 13. He only averages, remember, 9 a game. Low scoring, as you said, tug of war here. Intense battle in the title game. Lob to Hamilton. He lost the handle. Could not hit it.
Numbers, 5 against 4.
Well, that's off of Murray's leg. Saves it before it rolls out of bounds.
Wow.
Scramble here.
Save that.
They get something out of this. That's a big moment. Shoemate comes to set the screen. Shoemate puts it up. That's strong. Hamilton takes it away from Parker that time.
I think Lamar's going to live with Shoemate attempting threes. I get it. He's 32%. He's capable, but I think that's the one that Alvin Brooks can live with defensively from a scouting report perspective.
Still 0 of 7 from distance in the second half. McNeese, it has been cold from beyond the arc. Both teams have. Hamilton turns. Hamilton with a difficult one-handed fall away.
Oh, that's a sweet move. Baseline side.
This game remains tight. Championship bout in the Southland. Copeland, little hesitation. Copeland puts it in, and the foul.
Copeland, who has been so good off the bounce today. Watch this little hesitation, baseline side, the fake, the hesitation, the finish on the other side. McNeese up 6.
This entire meal for just $6.99. Crispy Fisher chicken. Large drink, large fry, but not the cutting board. Don't be greedy. Arby's, we have the meat.
Liberty. Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
Liberty. It's pronounced Biberty.
Liberty.
Biberty.
Liberty.
Nice try, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
At Ameriprise Financial, we know our clients are so much more than clients. They're go-getters and game changers, legacy leavers and visionaries, healers and confidants. The goals that matter most to you matter most to us. Helping you achieve them is what we do best. With personal financial advice from an advisor you can trust and goal-based investing in solutions, it's no wonder we have a 4.9 out of 5 client satisfaction rating. Ameriprise Financial. Advice worth talking about.
Never clean your gutters again with Leaf.
It's Kubota Orange Days, now through June 30th. Get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,000 off select compact tractors. See the details and find your nearest dealer at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Looking for a reason to try the $5 meal deal with new McValue? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
Get more than you expect with the $5 meal deal with new McValue.
Okay, ladies, eyes on the tape.
Happy little tree that lives.
Who recorded over my game footage?
And he's a strong little tree. And he's got.
I just love his voice.
Great, it's lost forever now, Dawn!
Coach, relax. I've got it saved in the cloud.
Innovation changes everything.
The cloud?
With one investment, you can access the NASDAQ 100 innovators who are rethinking the world.
Really, Dawn?
Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
For the first time, Arkansas State is going dancing.
The Yukon Huskies are Big East tournament champions.
Circle Troy on your dance card. They're going to the NCAA tournament.
The Terriers are best in show. Wofford heads back to the NCAA tournament.
What an entertaining week Champ Week is year after year. And remember, we are going to send several other teams to the NCAA tournament later tonight. The Patriot League Championship features Navy and American over in the Big Sky. That's later tonight on ESPN2. We got the 1 and 2 seeds, Northern Colorado and Montana. 26 wins for Northern Colorado. Can it complete the sweep, winning the regular season and conference tournaments? That is what McNeese is attempting to do. The program that has thrived, prospered in this Southland the last couple of seasons, Lamar has been with them just about every step of the way. And after Marmolejos' latest basket, it's a 4-point game with Mark Wise, Kevin Fitzgerald with you in Lake Charles, the home to the top-seeded Cowboys. They have run through the league. Their engine has been this man. Garcia keeps the pivot foot, could not hit it. And again, there's just the post defense from Lamar. They've got the size, the length. They make life difficult on Garcia here again.
It's just poor shot selection. I credit the defense, but at some point in time, move the ball.
That's a foul on McNeese.
That's a cylinder foul.
Yeah, so the cylinder, you've got to give the offensive player space, as the definition goes, to either dribble, pass, shoot. You've got to give them half a step there. So that's another on Shoemate. That's the 6th team foul on McNeese. The next one puts Lamar at the line. Both teams are in the bonus now the rest of the way. Jackson blocked. Copeland denies it.
And that's one number 11 denying another number 11.
Copeland has been incredibly impactful. Game high 15 points. He's had some nice defensive moments. 5 on the timer. Copeland just smothers that one. Nullifies the lob opportunity. Parker fouled. Sincere Parker headed to the free throw line to try to stretch the home team's lead.
There was only 5 on the shot clock, and Copeland did a fantastic job reading the lob. He's on the right side of your screen. He read that the whole way. Disrupts the play. That leads to the run out. And Parker with a little north-south action to get himself to the free throw line.
He just blew that one up. Parker has been such a critical piece to the success this year for McNeese. He's come off the bench every game. He's gone for 12 a night, so he gives this team a great scoring lift. After spending last year at St. Louis, only played in a couple of games, ankle surgery. This has been quite a return back to prominence for Parker in Lake Charles. Timeout, Alvin Brooks. His team remains down 2 scores in the title game.
These Reese's Big Cups have a layer of chocolate lava, not lava lava.
I want to eat lava!
That stuff looks delicious.
It's lava time, baby!
Don't eat lava! Eat new Reese's Chocolate Lava Big Cups.
At Metro, get $25 in line for 4 lines, plus 4 free Samsung Galaxy A15 5G phones. It's easy. No ID required, no activation fees. Visit a store, go online, or call. Only at Metro.
All right, trainees, let's say Glenn is a customer. What do?
We help with car,
home,
boat,
RV coverage.
Great, apply coverages. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour.
I felt that.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
During an asthma attack, every second feels like an eternity. Primatene Mist works fast. It's clinically shown to open airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler, Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again.
Whoa, I live here in the future and I get to drink soda before bedtime?
Yeah, it's even got good stuff in it now.
I bet we have so many kids since we kiss our husband so much.
Huge news. You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Who's going to step up and rise to the occasion? And the answer to me is Carl Anthony Towns.
Curry orchestrates a golden revival. Superstars take the stage in LA with all eyes on the playoffs. It's Saturday primetime and Sunday showcase on ABC and ESPN+.
Final 6 minutes of this Southland Conference Championship game. What's at stake is very simple. Winner of this one advances to the NCAA tournament. Now McNeese has got a chance to go back-to-back. Lamar hasn't been there in 13 years.
That 3 for 17 for McNeese from beyond the arc. They are the best three-point shooting team in Southland Conference play this season. Almost 39%. So Lamar has done a fantastic job, and if you had told Alvin Brooks before the game that there's going to be almost 6 minutes to go and you're outscoring McNeese at the arc, I'm sure he would have taken it.
They are within 6. It has been an uphill climb for the Cardinals, but they have remained in this fight. They trailed by no more than 9. That was the largest deficit. What will they do here? Hamilton misfires with the left hand.
That's a cleaner rebound for McNeese on the defensive end. A little different look offensively out of a horn set.
Garcia cut off by Marmolejos. Cross-court pass to Parker. Parker was fouled. Yeah, there was some contact there on the shooting arm. That's the second on Jay-Sean Jackson.
Yeah, when Parker comes into the game, he's not coming into the game to find assists. He's getting shots up. He is not shot shy. Remember, in the second game against Lamar this year, he went for 25 points, 10 of 12 at the free throw line.
Yep. The lead swells back to 7.
What a grind, though, that Lamar has made Will Wade's team operate in terms of getting in the mud.
This team goes on a lot of runs. Biggest run they've gone on today was a 7-0 run back in the first, and that's it. There's been really nothing else. But now they have stretched it back to 8. Parker guarding Jackson. Jackson kept that out of here. Shoemate with a vicious rejection. They'll inbound it with 13 on the timer.
Shoemate, rim protector, even at undersized. Marmolejos with the blow-by. How about the hang time by Shoemate?
Yeah, you're not kidding. That's now 6 blocks for McNeese. That is 3 more than their opposition tonight. 5 to play. He got 6 on the timer. Jackson tries to take it in again. Extra pass. Holyfield gets fouled. Holyfield is going to get 3 free throws here. And these are going to be big ones with less than 5 to go.
Now you just got to be smarter defensively. Late clock awareness by Lamar to get that shot off by Holyfield. Parker's challenge was at the arms of Holyfield. I thought that was an easy call.
Yeah, I'm with you, partner. So the junior from Beaumont misses the first. Holyfield is very reliable at the line. He's about 75% this season. He's got 10 today, plus 8 boards. But he has missed both the free throws that he's taken. So he cashes in on 1. You know, these two played a very tight, a very intense game in the second to last game of the regular season. Wound up being a 2-point McNeese win an hour from here in Beaumont. It was intense, edgy, chippy at times. Those free throws get it back to a 6-point game. These regional rivals going at it here in the title game.
And they played that game in front of over 5,500 people.
Similar to today's atmosphere. Lousy pass. Pennebaker in transition gets fouled.
You just cannot turn your back on the rest of the floor and expect to complete a pass back to the top of the key. This is an easy read by Pennebaker. Parker had turned his back. And Pennebaker with the steal. And then the reach in by Charles.
That's the third on Charles. Again, both teams are in the bonus the rest of the way.
This has been a struggle for Pennebaker all year. Just 50%. Doesn't go there a whole lot. This will just be attempt number 30 on the season.
Murray checks back in. Charles sits down with the 3 fouls. Packed house for this title game, and it's coming down to the wire here. Final few minutes. Pennebaker gets 1 out of 2, 5-point game.
What could have been 5 points at the line was only 3 in 2 possessions.
Copeland is shadowed by Holyfield. He sticks with him. Copeland crossover. Copeland pivot. Copeland offline. Pennebaker secures it. Jackson with his eyes up. Coming out on the 4-minute mark. 5-point game for the Southland Championship. Stays here. And Lamar inbounds on the sideline.
If not Marmoleos, then who for Lamar in terms of who would be willing to take the shot?
And we have seen
in crunch time.
Yeah, and we've seen Adam Hamilton get a number of shots today. He's 5 at 11 from the floor. It's been him, Jackson, Marmoleos. They have taken most of the shots this evening. Hamilton's got a little bit of a height advantage here. Hamilton barging into Murray, who's leaning on him. Hamilton flips it up, got his hands on it. The buzzer sounds, so his shot never hit the rim. Shot clock violation. McNeese with a 5-point lead. 3:40 away from perhaps a second straight Southland championship. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team.
Meet Coach Niele Ivey. She's an expert in many things. Master motivator, savvy strategist, and the very definition of a player's coach. One thing she's not an expert in: quantum physics, which is why she recruited Sierra.
You're up.
Ace academic advisor. Coach Ivey takes care of the talent on her team the same way you take care of the talent on yours. Let our expertise round out yours.
It's game time and the shot clock is running down on Subway's $6.99 foot-long deal. Fresh sliced deli meat, fresh crispy veggies. Too much good stuff. Order now in the Subway app. Use code 699FL now. Deals only here until March 13th.
Hey, get off your... Show off. Mountain Dew.
Huge news. You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Step into a new adventure. The destination is already set. Get offers on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
We will send another team to the NCAA tournament. 3 minutes and 40 seconds, at least. We'll see if we need overtime. Lamar, the 2 seed. They won their semifinal yesterday over Nichols. It has not won a conference title. It has not been to the NCAA tournament in 13 years. Meanwhile, McNeese has been the force in this conference the last 2 seasons. Heck, they've only lost 2 conference games since Will Wade took over ahead of that 23 season. They trampled the league a season ago, won both of their conference tournament games last year by double digits. And if they can close it out, they're 330 away. This program would go to consecutive NCAA tournaments for the first time ever. Shoemate gets blocked at the rim. Hamilton smothered him. Wow, Lamar Cardinals are on the move. They have been down for the entirety of this game, but not by much. That pass tipped, taken by Copeland. Shoemate got a second chance. What a throwdown.
It's all about Copeland and his ability to see the floor. His length created the turnover.
Near giveaway. Oh, a lazy pass just taken by Garcia. Shoemate's got his eyes up. These are 2 costly giveaways by Lamar in the final minutes.
And they've been so good in terms of not turning the ball over. Just turnover number 9 and 10 on the game.
So as McNeese Gonna throw a haymaker here. Copeland planning his attack. 5 to shoot. Copeland fouled by Marmoleos. No, it's an offensive foul. Copeland hooked his man. Ball back to the Cardinals. That's the third on McNeese's point guard.
Copeland got guilty that time of utilizing his left arm. Calvin Brooks wants a timeout. Will Wade certainly does not like the call.
Will Wade hot. He is right in Stephen Arcus's face. Still letting him have it. Timeout here at St. Lake Charles.
Lowe's knows when you own a home or run a business, the things you need add up fast. When you're a member at Lowe's, your earnings add up fast too with a free My Lowe's Rewards membership. Whether you're doing upkeep or upgrades, start earning points toward My Lowe's Money. Get member-only deals and free shipping. Free? Yes, free. Join for free and get more with Lowe's.
Will Wade's Cowboys, they're up 7, 2:30 to play.
Copeland at the top of the key. Watch as he pivots around. It's his left arm that's going to get him in trouble right there. That's one of those plays where I feel like Jackson made the first foul.
Yeah.
Copeland got called for the second one.
And so what it does is give possession back to the Cardinals. Will Wade was hot here, really for the first time all evening. 2:25 to play. Southland title game. Winner is the champion of the league and goes to the NCAA tournament. Jackson denied again. Jackson goes flying, rather Marmoleos. That is the seventh block for the Cowboys.
Lamar does a nifty little option with their spacing in that particular possession to allow Marmoleos to have a driving lane. But that time, Garcia equal to the task.
It's been a lot of those scoop shot layups that have just been denied left and right here in the second half. Hamilton nearly lost it. Copeland poked it away. Murray's trying to get the timeout. They say jump ball. Possession arrow favors McNeese, and the Cowboys take over.
This is where Murray, I believe, is the first guy on the deck. Take another look. After the swipe out, Copeland and Hamilton go for it, but then Murray gets rewarded for that effort play. Richards was trying to take a timeout, and then he realized they had the arrow, and then he went, no, we don't want the timeout.
Richards hyping this place up.
I think the shot clock is the issue here. Should it be reset?
And they are going to reset it to 30 here. We change possession. Well, the Legacy Center.
If I'm Lamar, I'm thinking about fouling Shoemate right now. Right now.
Instead, into Richards' hands. Well, you would have put, a 45% free throw shooter at the line. And instead, you're going to send Richards there. That's a 90% free throw shooter.
A 40% upgrade.
You know,
it's kind of like you in first class.
Yeah, it's a little better life when you're a 90% free throw shooter. But that is a good call by you, partner, because Lamar is, this is a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
If you're Lamar, you're, of course, running out of possessions. We all know that. On a day where you haven't shot the ball that effectively, Richards knocks down the first. And so one more here would put the home team back up by 9, and it would match the largest lead of the day for the top-seeded favorites. How's Lamar going to answer after several turnovers?
They've got to be quicker. How can you leave him open?
Boy, Marmoleos was all sorts of daylight. Holyfield takes it away. Holyfield, it's way short. A knuckleball that time. Garcia and Hamilton, they're going face-to-face, and a couple of players are going at it.
I actually think Richards just accidentally got knocked backwards.
You got one Lamar player on the floor, You've got a whole bunch of players. Richards is pointing at somebody here. This is the final 2 minutes of the title game, and the emotions are just boiling over. They got assisted here, and Will Wade is right in Richards' face, man. He is red hot. Will Wade is saying what I'm saying. You got a minute and 42 to close out the title game. You're not trying to give some technical free throws away here. How are our officials going to sort this one out?
It's okay to play with emotion, but you cannot play emotionally.
I mean, what?
Take another look.
What's going on here?
The foul was called. There's an accidental bump there. Now watch as Richards comes in. Bodies start flying.
Well, and we'll take another look at that. You mentioned Jackson. Right here,
watch
number 11.
Bottom of your screen, Richards is going to come into play. And he does get pushed a little bit by White. I don't think he did anything to fall backwards into Jackson.
And they had to get Richards out of there. Barat Ramdanan was just pulling Richards, who, by the way, has been very animated. He has been very expressive in this second half. And, again, we've got to use judgment here and determine, is there anything that would warrant upgrading anything in that sequence to a flagrant one that would give technical free throws to a team on either side?
If anything, the little push by White, other than that, yeah. I think you got to play on.
Now, I'm with you where the White contact, it wasn't much, but the contact from White on Richards right there is what sparked.
Yes.
Yeah, literally. So Charles go down, and that knocked Jackson down. And that is what sparked a very emotional sequence there. And my goodness.
One more look. Richards comes in. And you're not going to be able to see White with a little push right there.
But
then the official is also involved there trying to get between players. I think at the end of the day, this is I don't see anything that upgrades to a flagrant.
You know, Richards, by the way, has just been in the mix here, you know, almost as an instigator in this sequence. And remember, it's worth pointing out there was no technical foul assessed in the moment.
And for the most part, the players are okay. Richards is the one who got a little emotional later. I'm sure that's what Will Wade is talking to his team about.
I mean, what's on the line here? The possible technical free throws going one way or the other. So Richards seems to have cooled down a bit. Will Wade was red hot at one of his top scorers at the end of that sequence. So it's Lucas Santos, Barat Ramdanan, and Steven Orcus. That is our trio of officials. Orcus came over and said we're going to assess everything in that sequence.
I do think Garcia originally got called. He didn't get fouled. He got fouled.
Yes.
I don't know who the foul was on because he was kind of triple teaming, trying to clear himself with the basketball.
Yeah, it was a foul on Hamilton. So that at a minimum is going to send McNeese to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. And will anything get upgraded to a flagrant one? Will we have technical free throws?
Okay, I think I can decipher this. It's just the common foul, so there's going to be 2 free throws, but they're double dead ball technicals, one for each team, so they offset each other.
Yes.
So basically what we're going to do is Garcia's going to go to the line and shoot 2 shots.
Yeah.
And we'll play on. And I like this. I like the way this was adjudicated.
I'm with you. That was the 5th foul, by the way, on
review,
White.
there was a common foul on Lamar, number 10. And after the play was dead, double technical fouls charged to McNeese, number 2, and Lamar, number 10. We're going to resume play with McNeese, number 6, shooting free throws.
Yeah, well done from our officiating crew here. Those technical free throws, like you mentioned, they will offset, so we just resume where we left off here. Garcia at the line. A chance here to put his team up double digits in crunch time. Well, we told you there were some minor scuffles in this game between these two 10 days ago. We officially get one here in the title game. And the bad news for Lamar is that deficit continues to grow at the wrong time. 11-point lead after the Garcia free throws with 1:40 to play.
Doesn't have to be a three, but it has to be quick.
Jackson puts it up. Jackson offline. Tap back out. And a new 20. 90 seconds left. Jackson goes up. Blocked. Shoemate with a heinous rejection. The 8th of the game for McNeese. Jackson is hounding Garcia. You've got 1:10 on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock, and then a foul on Jackson. That puts Garcia back at the line. While we got a moment, let's go to the studio.
Thanks, Kevin. Coming up on ESPN News right now, if you're looking for Cal Stanford, the ACC tournament, that's on ESPN News. When we're done down there in Texas, that'll come over to ESPN2. Kevin, Mark, finish it up.
And Dallin, it does appear as if McNeese is in position to make a consecutive Southland championships in their building that has been packed full, hyped up since opening tap. Lamar, though, it needs quite the miraculous final minute change. Marmoleos to Pennebaker. Jackson fires. They just could not sustain the attack from distance. That's a foul, though, after the miss.
No reason to foul there. Let Lamar get a deuce. You don't want Lamar to get the opportunity to score with the clock stopped.
Yep.
I'll say one thing. From a game plan, from a scouting report perspective, I don't know what more Lamar could do. They controlled tempo. They did, for the most part, they only had the 10 turnovers, but those 2 back-to-back ones late, really costly.
And when it's all said and done, we're looking at it right now. McNeese holds them to sub 30% shooting from the floor. They were ice cold shooting in this second half. It was a 3-point game at the break. And then just down the stretch here, McNeese has slowly extended the lead. There was another foul. And that's on Pennebaker. You got players here, again, kind of going chest to chest. Hamilton walking through the McNeese funnel. Vladimir Copeland's got some words.
Will Wade just hollered at Richards to button it up.
Yeah. Yeah, stop. Look at that. That's a pretty simple lip read right there. I mean, you're 54 seconds away. You're up 11.
Yeah.
You're right on it, partner. You could kind of sleepwalk here to.
Did you see the look by Joe Charles, though, after he made that free throw?
It's about time, by the way. It's his first point of the night.
0 for 5 from deep. He's 0 for 13 against Lamar in 3 games.
You see the side that Will Wade just let out. Well, they're very much in position to do it now. Holyfield for 3. Timeout with 46.7 to go. 10-point game.
Yeah, Holyfield's been really good. That's his 3rd 3-ball of the game. En route to 15 points. Holyfield, Hamilton, and Marmoleos, they've all been double figures. But when you add the 3 of them up, that's 43 points combined. The rest of the team only has 7 points.
Yeah. It was an unceremonious departure from LSU for Will Wade. 5 seasons there. Led the program to an SEC title, 3 NCAA tournaments, countless 20-win seasons.
Right.
But he was fired after the 2022 season. Took this job ahead of last season. Got some great players out of the portal. They dominated. Led this program to a school record 30 wins a season ago. They backed that up by winning 26 and counting this season. And they are now 3/4 of a minute away from consecutive league titles and getting back to the NCAA tournament.
Several things that I really like about Will Wade's team. They force turnovers at a high rate. They're in top 20 in the country. They crash the offensive glass. They're in top 30 in that category. They don't take a big number of threes, and you wouldn't know it from this game, but they make in league play 39%. So they do make threes at a high clip. When you add all that up, I see a danger team.
Yeah, look out. They're projected.
Warning.
Yeah, on that 12 line. That's where they were a season ago. Copeland's going to go back to the free throw line. Lamar is just going to have to play this foul game. That's the only thing they got here. Copeland, the leading scorer in the championship game for McNeese. 15 on 6 of 9 shooting. He's got a handful of assists and rebounds to go along with it. He has played with an edge and a confidence tonight.
He's been really good, but what about Player of the Year, Garcia, who didn't score in the first half, only played 10 minutes because of those 2 quick fouls, and yet he finishes in double figures with 10.
Marmolejos at the line, he finishes. So it's back to a 3-possession game. If you're Lamar, you're desperate for a steal, a takeaway here, so you don't have to necessarily foul immediately. You can gamble for a steal. Now there's some time coming off the clock, and they will end up fouling Copeland, so he will go back to the free throw line.
But that's a wonderful job in the press attack by McNeese by letting the ball have energy.
Yeah.
Don't hold on to the ball too long. Marvelous job of Murray presenting himself in the middle of the floor as an outlet, and then the opposite release to Copeland.
They are a veteran team. They play with quite a bit of confidence. Again, they were on that 12 line a season ago when the program reached its first NCAA tournament in more than 2 decades. And they very much appear to be projected to be back as a 12 seed in the tournament or around there. Marmolejos fouled, so that'll stop the clock with 21.2.
I think people might look at this score later tonight or tomorrow and kind of go, okay, McNeese kind of handled Lamar. You have no idea what a grind it has been for the home team. It has not come easy.
There's the embrace for DJ Richards, the junior from Houston, and his head coach gets an ovation. After the emotions have settled down just a bit, McNeese 21.2 away from heading back to the NCAA tournament. You know, this program, they were 11-23. They were 8th in the Southland 2 seasons ago before Wade and his staff, Brandon Chambers, Vernon Hamilton, Sean Forrest, they took over. And they have reinvigorated this program. Meanwhile, on the other end, Adam Hamilton, the redshirt senior. Are these his final moments here in a Lamar uniform? We shall see. These Cardinals, after years of being near the bottom of this conference, they have ascended back into the top half. They finished 2nd place this season. It was a really successful campaign, and they fought their tails off in this title game. Kept it close for much of the game. But McNeese, the force in the Southland, just proved to be too much down the stretch.
McNeese wins the game, but they win the game in the Lamar style.
They are Southland Conference champs once again and heading back to the NCAA tournament. It'll be their fourth trip to the NCAA tournament and their second straight, Mark. For the first time in program history, they're going back-to-back to the big dance.
So many things to like about this team, and they will be a trendy pick in the NCAA tournament.
Look out for the Bayou Bandits. For Mark Wise and our entire crew, I'm Kevin Fitzgerald saying so long from Lake Charles. Coming up, Stanford and Cal in the ACC tournament.
Target made Up and Up for you, helping you save on hand soaps. With plant-derived ingredients and custom fragrances. With luscious foam to stir the senses. We made Up and Up for you, only at Target.
She's definitely taking advantage of the Grubhub deal from Amazon.
That's why I keep running into you.